their nomination papers to IEC officials across the country. Rescue teams from around the world are continuing to jet into the Congolese city of Brazzaville to offer much-needed assistance, but explosives experts say unexploded ordnances still pose a threat. And reports emanating from Syria are speaking of the defection of the country's deputy oil minister. You can follow those stories and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That's all in this edition of the news. Thanks for your time, and do stay tuned to GRTS and enjoy the range of our interesting programs. My name is Famara Fofana. Bye-bye.
Ija moom kiwsel indi na xewal ki kay passé na xewal yi nag saa boo wootee ne allo rek allo wala nga text wala nga use internet bi rek ñu jox la ay points yooyu nag mooy ci la xewal gi yëpp nekk lu ci mel ni paan siwo ak taas ak satala ak téléphone ak it palador ak maxana ak t-shirt
te gi nga na inca kiwsel loyalty programme bi du compétition de te li nag boo ko buggee am
fan lay dem
demal customer care a Kairaba Avenue wala nga dem customer care Bara wala customer care Basse wala customer care Birkama
man ni jaay nu ma def ba xam ne xam naa point
fa ngay bos star 445 xaas ñu wax la ñaata points nga am
ni jaay kan mu yor kon ma dem bokk ci ndax xewal gën a yokk
fa gëna bari ci
wala
ni sa point ni gënee bari rek sa xewal gën a yokk ak Qcell.
Qcell, Senior Bus, the Gambia's quality network.
Hello viewers. Pura received an application from now for an increase in electricity and water tariffs.
Our operating cost is higher than the tariff that we are charging to the consumers.
Reviewing this application as before in accordance with Section 18 of the Electricity Act 2005. It requires Pura to consult with all stakeholders, and in particular the general public, in the form of a public hearing.
I was thinking they were going to come with other alternatives that would decrease the cost.
Pura, as mandated by the Electricity Act 2005, will then determine to either review, modify, approve, or refuse the tariff application. The venue for this public hearing will be the Father Farrell Memorial Hall in Westfield on the 17th of March, and the time is 2 p.m. You are all invited to come in your numbers, register your concerns either way. Pura, working towards equity and development through professionalism and practice.
I wonder what the current exchange rates are.
Want to know more? Qcell introduces the Q Currency service. Q Currency gives you the latest exchange rates of currencies from around the world by SMS. Just send a blank text or CURR to 422 and you'll receive the exchange rates of major currencies. Q Currency also gives you on demand the exchange rates of other currencies from around the world. Q Currency has the power to convert specific amounts from one currency to another. Visit our website on www.qcell.gm or call customer care on 111 for more information. Qcell, Sunyabus, the only 3G plus network in the Gambia.
The Gambia has developed a very strong bond of bilateral relations with Qatar over the past 17 years, as manifested by the strategic partnership between the two countries. Having spent a 3-day working visit in a country that has proven to be a worthy development partner, could you share with us some of the agreements that you have made and how important are they to our overall development objectives?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. First of all, I want to thank the Almighty Allah for this trip. This trip is seen as the final trip. We have been signing agreements over the years, and you would have realized that not much has been taking place in terms of investment on their side or interaction in terms of trade and other activities. All what we were doing were diplomatic activities with them, and of course bilateral relations at the political and administrative level. Qatar, I think, to better put it, is like if you are a Gambian and you are in Qatar, you are in your second home, because this is the way even Gambians there, Gambian students and workers there are treated. Now, we've signed so many agreements and nothing has been implemented, because there was an agreement that for us was signed about 3 years ago when Bajo was the, I think 3-4 years ago, when Bajo was the ambassador there. Unfortunately, they said they didn't see the agreement, despite the fact that we have a copy of it at the embassy. And that was, that agreement is the key. Without that, there is no way they can invest in any country. And you have realized that today Qatar is one of the biggest investors in sub-Saharan, in fact in Africa. They have more than $2 billion investment in Morocco, almost $500 million investment in Mauritania. In all our neighborhood, maybe except for the Gambia and Guinea-Bissau, they have invested heavily. But the hitch was that there was, before they invest in any country, there must be an agreement on double taxation. And as far as our side is concerned, it was signed, I think 4 years ago. And for them, it was signed and they signed too. But for some strange reason, they say it was not signed. So this was the one I went to make sure that we finalized it, because that opens the way for them to come and invest in the Gambia. But also more importantly, you would have realized that when you are in need, you go to your best friends. Last year's rainfall was a disaster. It was no fault of mine or the fault of the government or the fault of any Gambian or the farmers. Allah decided that that is the way, the type of rainfall He was going to give us. But everything that I see that is negative is a challenge. Allah is testing us. But I also cannot sit around and see Gambians suffer. So when you are in dire need of something, you have to go to your friends, and that is also one reason why I went to Qatar. And by Monday, we are going to have an emergency cabinet meeting to address the issue of the food shortage and the food crisis. Because I was made to understand that the price of meat has jumped to, I think, 150 for I think steak, and 111 for meat and bone. Now, this cannot be attributed to the rainfall. The owners of this cattle are Gambians. Unfortunately, those who sell the meat to us are not Gambians, and this is where the problem is. But I think when some of you who live around here, we know that today I'm the biggest livestock owner in the country. I'm going to address that issue permanently. Now,